today I'm going to do a video on brushing up your makeup skills. Now I'm going to be talking about different types of brushes and their uses. My favorite brand of brushes right now is MAC, and I really like the Sephora Professional brushes. I think they're really nice as well. So I'm just going to show you some different types of brushes and how to use them, some tips and tricks to apply your makeup using those brushes. I realize that a lot of people have brushes in their makeup collection, but they really don't know all of the uses for that one type of brush. So I'm just going to go through real quick and show you. And by the way, I did lighten my hair a little bit, put some more blonde highlights in it because I really missed my blonde hair. And I also got 4 inches cut off my hair, so it's a little bit shorter than it was. It was like almost down to my butt, and I really needed to get a trim. I'm just going to show you my eye brushes first. I just have it in like this little tiny, I don't know what this is called. It's for like candles. This is from Kirkland's. They always have really cute little odds and ends for your house, but you can find these anywhere. Michael's, AC Moore. I saw them at like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, all different places sell little like vases like this. I just got these little tiny beads to put in them, and these are from AC Moore. But they kind of fall over in the beads, which I don't like, but that's what I'm using right now. Okay, anyway, let's get started with my makeup brushes. So these are all from MAC Cosmetics. They are pretty pricey, but if you think about it, they will last you a whole lot longer than if you just buy like an e.l.f. brush for $1. And I really like the softness. They don't shed that much. Some of my face brushes shed a little bit at first, but they don't shed that often. For the eye brushes, this is the MAC 219 brush. This is a pencil brush. This is really good for smudging eyeliner. I use it a lot for that. You can also use it for the inner corner highlight, or if you have some detailed work in the crease. This is really good with concealer. If you have any pimples on your face, you dip it inside of your concealer and you just work it on your acne. So a lot of eye brushes can really work well with concealer. The MAC 214 brush, it has like a rounded top and it's really short and stiff. You can use this as a small shader brush, or you can also use it to apply eyeliner, blend eyeliner, apply it on your lower lash line, inner tear duct area. The MAC 217 brush, this is one of my favorite brushes. This is actually the first MAC brush that I ever bought. So basically this is really nice for the crease, for blending work. It is a little bit flat on if you turn it to the side, so you can use it to pat on eyeshadows as well. You know, highlight, it's always great for that. Okay, so one of my favorite uses for the 217 brush, since it is so soft, I really like using it for concealer. So I like using it for underneath of my eyes, for blemishes, and if you just do little circular motions, it really blends it and gives it an airbrush finish. If you're looking for your first MAC brush, I really recommend this one. The MAC 252, this is just the flat shader brush, but since it does have synthetic hairs, you can totally use this for concealer too. Just a flat brush, you can't use it to blend really. It's good if you want to cut the crease and just do like a harsh line. It's great though for smudging underneath your lower lash line since it's really pointy. This is great for pigments because you can wet the brush with some Fix Plus or some water, and this is really great for that. MAC 224, this is one of my favorites as well. It's the softest blending brush that I have ever used. I have Sigma brushes. I mean, they're okay, but they shed a lot, and a lot of their eye brushes are kind of like pokey, so that's why I like the real deal. Just get MAC if you want to start your makeup collection and your makeup brush collection, because they will last you so much longer. Some of my Sigma brushes, they're already falling apart. I only got them last year, so crazy. So this brush, again, you can use it for concealer. It gives you such a pretty airbrush finish. When I went to the MAC counter one time, the girl that did my makeup, she used this MAC 224 for concealer, and it just looks so pretty. It blends in your skin so nicely using this in circular motions or just dotting it on your problem areas. It's really great for that. This is meant to be a blending brush, which is really great for blending your eyeshadows. You can do it like that, or little circular motions when you're blending. any way that you want to blend, really. Like if I'm running late, I just dab it in my eyeshadow real quick and just swipe it all over my lid up to the brow bone, depending on the color, and it just gives a really nice sheer effect of eyeshadow. And I think this is another brush that everybody should have in their collection because blended eyeshadow is beautiful. I don't like harsh lines in my eyeshadow, so if you have a problem with blending eyeshadow, this brush can make it a lot easier for you. This is one of my latest brushes that I got from MAC. It came out with one of the new collections. It's the MAC 226. It's like a pointed crease brush. It comes in like a direct point, so this is really great for defining your crease. It really gets in there nicely. This is also good if you want to do concealer since it is pointed. You can use it to blend. Okay guys, so this brush is seriously one of my favorites, and it is the MAC 227 brush. This brush is huge, as you can tell. This is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful for your highlight. You just put it underneath your brow, and you just do that a couple times, and it blends the eyeshadow underneath your brow. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1. You put the highlight on as well as blend your crease color. So this is perfect. I really like using this too. If I'm running late, just dab it in one eyeshadow, sweep it all over your lid. You're good to go. This is also wonderful for applying highlight on your cheekbones since it is fairly big, and it's good for contouring. Okay, so that is basically all of the eye brushes from MAC that I have right now. Moving on to the MAC face brushes that I own. I love this MAC 182. I use it every single day. This one is one of their pricier brushes, but I really think it's worth it if you are going to use it every single day like I do. This is one of the fluffiest brushes ever. My brother keeps FaceTiming me. Hello, he's like right next door. I don't understand. But I really like this face brush. It's so fluffy, and it just blends everything really nicely. This is great for powder too. It really buffs it in the skin. I don't have anything bad to say about this brush. It doesn't shed on me. I mean, like maybe one hair every week, I would say, but this one is really nice, really soft, fluffy. Love this for powder. I also have this other kabuki that came with like a MAC gift set from a CCO that I bought. It's the MAC 181 SE. So as you can see, they're both little kabukis, but this one's a lot smaller. It's a little tiny kabuki. This one's still really nice and soft. I use this a lot for powder too. This is great for traveling. So moving on to the face brushes, I use the same exact kind of like base to put them in. Let's just start off with MAC. And this one is called the MAC 129 brush. It is a perfect size for your cheeks, and I do use it a lot. But boy, does this brush shed like no other. And I realized that if you use it a whole lot, see, like here's a hair. I don't know if you guys can see it, but from just like doing that, like all these hairs are coming out. But anyway, I realized that this isn't like the softest brush from MAC. It is kind of pokey if you like apply the blush in like a patting motion. It's really fluffy. It is nice for powder though, for just like dusting it on. This one is one of my favorite brushes as well. I believe it was limited edition, but if you can still get your hands on this brush, I totally recommend it. It is the MAC 128 brush, and from this angle, it looks just like a regular blush brush, but wait. Oh, it's double-sided, so I really like how it's double-sided. So this is synthetic hairs on this side, so you can use it with liquids, and you're supposed to use powders for this side. I use it for different purposes. You can do it that way. I feel that it gets a little sloppy if you do it that way, liquids on one side, powders on the others. I really like using this side for blush and this side for highlight. That's just what I've been doing. It's really nice for that. You can use this to contour too. Perfect. Highlight, blush, wonderful brush. Okay, this one is one of my latest purchases. It is the MAC 130 brush, and it's like a mini duo fiber brush. I love this one. It works so nicely with liquid foundation as well as concealer. It really does the job if you stipple it on and then blend it out in circular motions. This brush is really nice. It gives you an airbrush finish. You can also use this brush with cream blushes. It really blends it into the skin and makes it look good. This is also really good for highlighting. It just goes on top of your cheekbones really nicely. It's the perfect size for that. And if you just want a light dusting of powder, this is really nice too because it doesn't pick up that much product. This is one of my favorite brushes too. I know that I said that a lot, but this one is seriously one of my #1 brushes, and it's one of my first brushes that I ever bought from MAC too. So this is the MAC 109 brush. I love this brush with powder. I just love the shape of it. It's like a short little rounded brush. It is so soft and fluffy. It doesn't give me any problems with shedding. I also love using this brush for bronzer and blush and highlighter. So if I just had this brush and that was it, I would be fine because this brush is really nice. I love this one. People on YouTube, I have seen them use this brush a lot with liquid foundations too. I haven't tried it that way because I have other brushes for that. But I heard that it's really good with that too. So now moving on to the other brushes besides MAC. This one is the Sephora Professional Airbrush number 55 brush. This is wonderful for bronzer, powder, and liquid foundation. Since this is synthetic hairs, it is very, very soft and it's really good with liquid products. This is one of the softest brushes that I owned. It blends everything like a dream on your face. And I really enjoy this brush. I use this one almost every day too. And then I also have the concealer brush that is basically a baby version of this one. So this is the Sephora Professional Airbrush Concealer number 57. And they look almost the same, as you could probably see. This one is really nice for blending in liquid and cream concealers. I used it with powder, but I prefer like liquid. Yeah, basically like liquid concealers work really good with this. It makes oh no, it's going down. This brush is just really good with blending it out and making it look like it has an airbrush finish. So these two are made out of like the same type of hair, synthetic, very, very soft and great with liquid products. And that's about it for me. I hope that everybody learned some new tips and tricks and different ways to use your products to get the most out of your money. And I will see everybody in my next video. So I'll see you all later. Bye.